And welcome back. Today we have a, well, it's kind of like the battle of the remotes with keyboards. We are going to be doing a comparison of these guys and to see which one works, yeah, and kind of rank them what you would choose. So if you guys are brand new to the channel, consider subscribing. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I always try to get you guys here all the latest and greatest stuff. And I have to say, some of these remotes look pretty nice. So cool. What we're gonna do is I do have the i96 Z8 Plus plugged into the TV. We are going to be testing these out. I believe they're all Bluetooth, so I should be able to connect them on Bluetooth and see how they work. First one we're gonna use is this one. This is going to be the M8 AirMouse keyboard. It's got a 2.4G AirMouse wireless keyboard. It's got the Google Voice, supports the motion sensing games, mouse cursor off and on, infrared remote control IR learning, and then up to 10 meters transmission, low power reminder. It does have a built-in lithium battery. So yeah, all you got to do is just charge it. Now with the port itself, it's going to be that USB-A. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and plug in the remote. It does have one of the receivers here. So all I'm going to do is just plug it into the box on the USB port, and then that should be it. Wow, okay, so that worked almost instantly. Check this out. Okay, so here we go. I do have the remote, and as you can see, as I am moving it around, it is very squirrely. It is extremely fast how this thing works. Just hitting like the left, right, it is extremely responsive. So that's very, very cool. It does have your home button here. So there it goes, it does that. I believe I could turn the mouse off. So I'm gonna click this button here. Yep, so the button on the left will stop the mouse from going all over the place. You do have your hamburger button right here, and then also your reverse button. So there it is. Home, reverse, your mouse, your hamburger, up, down, left, right, and okay. Plus and minus should be for your volume. Test this out real quick. If I go to the Google Play Store and let's just say I want to search for something, I'm going to go to the top here where it says search, and I'm going to now use the keyboard here. So if I just click like Disney, let's just say, as I am clicking that, it just types it all out. I can hit the back button. If I want to do, let's just say Netflix, there it is right there. Netflix is now typed up at the top. So very responsive how this thing works. I gotta say, it's extremely good. Well, it also has the www.com thing here. So you just hit the button, it just goes .com. Pretty cool. So I'm just gonna go ahead and hit delete. So yeah, very good. You could turn it off right here just by hitting that button. Just by sliding the slider down, and then you won't be able to use the remote. Or if you do slide it up, then there you go, you're gonna be able to be good to go. Now if you do hold that voice, it's gonna say get better voice control with your Google Assist. I'm just gonna hit continue, and then now it looks like it is listening to my voice. I'm gonna hit the home button, I just wanted to show you guys that it does work, that you can connect it, so very nice. Okay, now the next remote is going to be the 60 Pro, and I think it's a G60 Pro. That's gonna be this one. Just going to the specs here, it does say it has a backlight, voice remote control, 2.4 gigahertz with wireless, BT 5.0 wireless, so 5.0 voice control, supports ATV, nice. It has 6-axis gyro, number of keys 17 plus 63, range is going to be 8 to 10 meters, built-in lithium batteries, which means just charge it and you should be good to go. Yeah, should be very, very nice. There is the remote right there. Yeah, it looks like here's going to be your voice, your volume up, down, pause, play, backwards, forwards, your home, reverse. Cool. So let's go ahead and plug this in. Just to show you guys here, it does have the little USB thing here. So we're just going to go ahead and plug that into test. And this one is going to be USB-C for charging. Okay, so here we go. Here's the remote. We're going to go ahead and power it on. And there are the lights right there. That's actually very, very nice. I like it. If I turn it around the other side, there is your keyboard. Pretty cool. I like how the lights just lit up when I hit that button right there. So yeah, if I turn it over, there it goes. If I bring it back, there it goes. Very, very cool. Okay, here it is. If I click left or right, you could see in the back, very responsive, very, very quick. Cool. Let's try that mouse option. If I hit that mouse, yeah, very smooth, very clean. I gotta say, this one's pretty good too. Both of the remotes are just great. So far, this one doesn't seem as squirrely as the other one. But I kind of like the other one, how it's just much faster than this one. This one is extremely fast too, though. So don't get me wrong on that. Cool. If I do hit that voice thing here on the bottom, you can see it is going to activate that Google Assist. So I'm going to hit that home button here just to get out of there. And it looks like it was picking up my voice already. So very nice. We're going to come here to the Google Play Store. And yeah, I forget that it has a pad here too. But if you move the pad, the mouse comes out. I'm kind of curious here if I'm using the remote here on this side and if I accidentally press. So right now I'm using the pad in the back. As you can see, I'm moving it, but it's sensing that I'm actually holding the control up and down. If I do flip it the other side, now I'm able to access that mouse, that mouse pad. So very cool. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over to the search. I'm gonna use the directional keys here just to see if I can move it all around, which it looks like it's gonna work very good. And again, I'm just gonna type in Disney, and you can see how responsive that is, extremely fast. I'm gonna hit backspace. Let's go ahead and type Netflix. And yeah, I misspelled it and it's already auto correcting me right there on the bottom. So very, very nice. Cool. Now to switch over to Bluetooth mode, I have this thing scanning already. According to this, it says long press the OK button and the return keys. So OK and return. I'm gonna hit those two at the same time until it goes to Bluetooth. So it looks like I am now flashing. And it looks like I'm actually, yeah, it looks like it's already logged me in. The Bluetooth thing is working pretty good. I don't have the USB thing here connected. So very, very cool how everything just works. Okay, so the next one is we have the ultra thin W3 AirMouse. Again, this is going to be 2.4G wireless. Yeah, very stoked. Look how this one is. I like this one a lot. Just very slick how it looks. You do have your, looks like your power, up, down, left, right, your home, reverse, voice, hamburger, your mouse, volume. And then on the back, it has a very cool keyboard. And of course, just like all the remotes, they are going to be charging. This one is also USB-C. I think they're all USB-C except for one of them. So two of these are USB-C and then the other two are going to be the USB-A. So, okay, let's go ahead and plug this one in. I have to say it's very light and easy to use. So let's go ahead and plug this into the device and see how it works. So here is the remote. The mouse works very good also. I gotta say, like, these AirMouses are just great. Very responsive, everything works pretty good. As you can see, as I'm moving it, it's very, very quick. I'm gonna go ahead and click that mouse button again just to turn it off. But just to move the keys here, again, you can see how nice and responsive that is. So we're gonna go and actually, let me test that volume to see how quick. Yep, very, very fast. Microphone, if I hold that button, it's gonna open up my Google Assist. So very, very nice. I'll hit that home button, it'll kick me out. Let's come over to the Google Play Store one more time. And we're gonna go ahead to that search option just to type it in. And then here again, the keyboard, if we hit Disney, yeah, extremely responsive. If we hit Netflix, it's going to be, again, very, very responsive. Okay, pretty cool. Again, extremely light and very, very simple. I really do like this one because it's really, really simple to use. I really did fall in love with that 60 Pro because of the light. But again, if you don't care about the light, then this is going to be good. So let's check out the last remote. Okay, so here is the last one right here. And this one is the AirMouse. And it's just called AirMouse. It doesn't really have anything on there. It says wireless AirMouse, QWERTY keyboard, gyroscope, compatible with Android, Windows, Linux, computers, TVs, just about everything. Yeah, it's gonna have everything pretty much that the rest of the ones have. And you do have your little receiver right here, so that way we could plug it in. As far as the remote goes, the remote is very simple, very easy. It feels good in the hand also. You do have that power button, you have the volume up, down. You do have that OK, and then also the back home. The mouse button's gonna be right here in the middle. So there you go, I'll let you guys go ahead and see that for a second. And then also you have your keypad back here in the back. So let's plug this one in. I have my little guy here for the receiver just to see exactly how it works. So here we go, here's the remote. We're gonna go ahead and see how it works. I don't know if you guys can see the mouse, but the mouse is very, very responsive too, very quick. The one thing I do have to say is when I was hitting up, down, left, right in the beginning, it was a little bit slow. I think it was just reading the receiver that says, hey, I'm connected. So once I'm in here, you can see it's very, very responsive, very, very quick. Cool, so I'm gonna turn off that mouse and there you go. Mouse has now stopped working. If I do hit, so this one, I don't see a voice assist. It does have the settings button here, back home, up, down, left, right, and then of course your volume. Yeah, the only thing that this doesn't have is your assistant button. So that's the difference between this remote and the other 3 remotes. But it works pretty well besides that. So let's go ahead and hit the OK button here on the Google Play Store. We're gonna do that search one more time just to see how it works. And yeah, so let's type in Disney. And there you go, everything works extremely well. If I hit the back button, you do have your Netflix. And again, everything works extremely well. Yeah, very cool how it works. Everything's really nice. Micro USB on the charging, but the remote is extremely light and works very, very well. Just really impressed how all of these remotes are just very comfortable. So all 4 remotes are very, very unique. This one is the only one that doesn't have an assistant button, but that's okay. The other 3 do. This one is the only remote that does have the light feature and then also the pad on the side. Very, very nice. I have to say this one, the buttons are probably the biggest one out of all of them. And the remote, all the buttons are very, very big and it feels very, very good. And then of course, this one has the very unique keyboard with very unique buttons. Yeah, these 2 do USB-C while these 2 do the micro USB. And then I believe these 2 remotes are the only ones that have the off-on button. So very cool on all of them. Now, what is your favorites? Would you say number 1? Would you say number 2? And this one does have the pad. I'll show you this one, number 1 again. Number 2, or do you like number 3? And then finally, number 4. So for me, if you guys want me to pick what's my favorite, I personally like the light one. Just because the light, you know, when you're in the dark, you want to see some kind of light. So for me, number 2 is my favorite, but they all work very, very well. They're all very unique on how it works. So if you're looking for simplicity, it's here. If you're looking for the keyboard, it's built in all in one. Awesome, really, really good remotes. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. I always try to hook you guys up here with the latest and greatest. With all that being said, hope you guys are doing well. You guys take care of each other, and I'll see you guys in the next one.